again. Welcome to American Movie Classics. I'm Bob Dorian. Today is Wednesday, and our double feature attraction today stars two of the stage and screen's most respected actors. Of course, I'm speaking about Frederick March and Charles Laughton. Both are Oscar winners, and they leave us a legacy of fine performances behind them. Now, before we go any further, let's do the answer to yesterday's movie question. What suspense thriller was originally a radio drama starring Agnes Moorehead before it became a motion picture starring Barbara Stanwyck? Well, it was, there she is right there, Sorry, Wrong Number. What a performance that was. It was about a bedridden, neurotic woman who overhears plans for her own murder on the telephone. Agnes Moorehead repeated the role on the air more than 20 times, and she later recorded it, too. I have that record at home. And Barbara Stanwyck won an Oscar nomination for her spellbinding performance. I have another question for you later, and of course, I'll be back to tell you about our first feature. But first, let's take a look at this.
You will be queen wherever you walk.
A woman in love with a man she could never have. A boy thrust by hardship into manhood.
I think our baby brother is becoming quite a man.
A good worker is worth good wages, and he will get them.
Not while there are 3 men for every job.
Why should the owners pay more if the men are willing to work for less?
Because the owners are not savages. They are men too, like us.
A family torn apart by the wave of history.
Where will you go?
America.
Maureen O'Hara, Walter Pidgeon, Roddy McDowell, winner of 5 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director.
You cannot conquer injustice with more injustice.
American Movie Classics presents John Ford's powerful and majestic triumph.
Something has gone out of this valley that may never be replaced.
How Green Was My Valley, Saturday.
In a country divided, one man stands alone.
This war is not mine, and I take no note of it.
There's a Yankee army breathing down your neck.
Keep off my farm and leave my family alone.
But the war would not stay away.
The Yankee men had took the boy.
And he could turn his back no longer.
If your son is among these prisoners, you're too late.
Drop your guns and stick your hands up in the air as far as you can get them.
Jimmy Stewart in a powerful performance. Shenandoah, an American Movie Classic. Saturday.
Nothing Sacred stars one of the screen's top comedians, Carole Lombard, who was pretty funny both on and off the set. Now, one day, director Bill Wellman heard some strange sounds coming from out in the soundstage, and knowing Carole Lombard's reputation, he figured that she must have been up to something. And in case you didn't know, Carole Lombard was really famous for her practical jokes and crazy stunts. We've talked about a few of them. A little innocent girl like you see here on your screen was really capable of some peculiar things. The phrase, nothing sacred, the name of this movie, could really sum up her philosophy of life in general. But Bill Wellman could not figure out what these noises could possibly be. It was a sort of a ka-ching, ka-ching, followed by the sound of glass breaking and applause and laughter all over the place. So Bill Wellman was absolutely right. It was Carole Lombard. And it seems that the day before, she got into some kind of a small discussion with some of the crew members, which led to a bet that involved the entire crew. Carole Lombard brought in an air pistol and proceeded to prove that she could shoot out every light bulb on the set without missing once. Electricians and the set designers and the prop people and the assistants, everybody put his or her money down on the outcome, and all of those who backed Carole Lombard won the bet. Now, there was one bet, on the other hand, that producer David O. Selznick covered when he decided to make Nothing Sacred. It was a sure thing that this picture would be an absolute smash. He had just finished producing A Star Is Born, which was directed by Bill Wellman and starred Frederick March. And that film was a big hit, so Selznick assembled the same team for Nothing Sacred. To make doubly sure, he went all out and he shot the film in color using the new, improved, but still very expensive process known as Technicolor. Do you remember that when we were kids? We'd go out and see a Technicolor movie. The picture made a ton of money, but how could it miss? With Carole Lombard and Frederick March. Here they both are in Nothing Sacred.